Hey there, pretty people, and welcome back to Such Pretty. I know that it's kind of strange that I am starting in the middle of my makeup here. I've got like half an eye done. I am just about to do a new type of technique that I haven't really done before, which is a splatter cut crease, and I am going to be using some foil to do that. So I decided that I would just do one eye up and then film just the other eyes. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that for you now. So let's go ahead and get started. I already have my eyelids primed. I used Too Faced Shadow Insurance, and I'm going to be using heavily today the Mi Vida Loca Remix palette by Kat Von D. I'm going to start out with the crease color. I'm going to use a small crease brush. This one is just a cheapy brush that I got at Ross for like $5. I'm going to be using the color Hyper Ballad, which is this deep teal color here. You can use any deep teal color that you want, or any color that you want. I'm going to go ahead and start blending this. I'm going to start just a little bit above my natural crease and bring it all the way into the inside. And to blend out that edge, I'm going to be using a clean blending brush. Then I'm going to take another floofy crease type brush and the color Home Sweet Home, which is this nice powder blue color from Sugar Pill, and I'm going to be highlighting and blending with that color. Just to deepen the inner edge of the crease here, I'm going to add the color Dark Wave from the Mi Vida Loca Remix palette, which is this deep navy blue color here. So now that crease color is laid down and is messy, but it is blended about to where I want it. Doesn't have to be perfect, but now I'm going to cut the crease, and to do that, I am going to use my Stila 26 brush. This has been discontinued. It's a paddle brush, and it comes down to a pretty thin edge there, and I'm just able to cut creases really easily with it. So I really like this brush. So I'm going to be cutting with NYX Jumbo Eyeshadow Pencil in Milk, and what I do is first I kind of just apply the NYX Milk to everywhere that I'm going to be needing it, except for the edges. I will go in with the Stila brush for the edges. So I'm just gonna go ahead and do that now. And then I just kind of drag from the center outwards towards the line that I am going to create. And then to create the line, I'm going to take the NYX Milk directly from the pencil and put it all over the tip of my brush here. And then I'm going to draw the cut and try and get it to match as well as I can the other side. Okay, now I'm going to go in with Muse, which is this light purple color, and I'm going to apply that, as you can see on my other eye here, into the inner third of the lid. Then I take the same brush and flip sides and go to the next color that I'm going to use, which is Echo, also a purple color. I just apply the color up as high to the edge as I can. I'll go back in and fix that with a more precise brush. And then I just go back and forth with the two sides of my brush to blend the two colors together. To get that little area up towards the crease, I am going to take a small angled liner brush and go in with the colors that I'm using and just bring them really close up to that line. Using the same technique of going to the other side of the brush, I'm going to take the next color Synth, which is this bright blue, and I'm going to apply that to the outer third of the lid. I am going to be doing some splatter, and I'm going to be using Jeffree Star liquid lipsticks in Blue Velvet and Drug Lord, and I only want the splatter to go on to my lid area, not to where I cut my crease. I don't want my crease to have any splatter on it. So the other day I was attempting to do this, and I used some tape. So I'm going to show you 2 separate ways to achieve this splatter look. I know a lot of people are sensitive to tape, the adhesive, and also there's the problem with the tape pulling off a little bit of product. So I'll show you how I avoid that with tape right now. So this is just generic dollar store brand tape, and I'm just going to take off little less than an inch segments, and I stick them onto my hand really well, and then I pull them off a couple times so that they're still kind of sticky but not very sticky. And then I just start laying them against that crease line gently. So you're gonna look pretty funny with a bunch of tape sticking over your eye, but the end product is worth it, I promise. As you can see, it doesn't stick very well. It's already coming up, which is actually kind of what I want. I'll be able to hold it against my eye without ruining the makeup and pulling off any product. Okay, I'm going to use this push liner brush, which has kind of long bristles. I like it because they spring back up to their original position pretty well. This is a pretty stained brush because it has white bristles, and I can't really help that. So what I go ahead and do is I'm going to start with the white, and I'm going to get the product and put it on the edge of my paw palette here, and just wipe all that product right off onto the edge of my palette. And then from there, I get some on my brush here. You don't have to use a paw palette, you can go straight to your lipstick, but since this brush is stained, I don't want any like color transfers, which is why I did that. And then what I do is I just take my fingernail against this brush and I splatter. And get a little more product. And if you get any on skin that you don't want it on, I like to wipe it off while it's still wet. Get some of that deep blue on there. So I'm going to wipe the product off my brush and use the same brush and the same technique. Make all the ridiculous faces you have to make. Then you can remove your tape and you have got a splatter-free crease area. It did get some in this area right here on the crease, but I actually kind of like the way that looks. So I'm gonna leave it. Okay, so now for the second method, I'm going to use some aluminum or tin foil. And what I'm going to do is I just got one of those squares that is automatically this big, but you don't need a piece this big, honestly. I'm just gonna fold it in half a couple times right off the bat here. So now it looks like this. I'm gonna fold it in half once more. So now what we have is this malleable strip of that I can use as a shield. So what I'm going to do is shape it to my cut crease here. I need a thinner shield. Okay, I'm gonna shape it to my cut crease. Hold it against it while I do the splatter. So you'll have like a little shield like this, and you're going to be splattering like this. Alright, so now again we have crease free splatter, but I kind of had this area here that I wanted to have some splatter, so I'm going to do it a little bit without the shield. And now the same thing with the blue. I am happy with that. I'm going to go ahead and do the rest of my makeup, and I will be right back to show you the finished look and what this cut splatter crease thing looks like once your makeup is all done. So I will be right back. So that is everything. The lips that I am wearing are this NYX Wicked lipstick in Scandalous. And then I put over it some Reflex Pink Glitter by MAC. My eyelashes are Ariel by My Only BFF, and I will have a link down below where you can get a discount on buying those lashes. So, hopefully you enjoyed this show showing you 2 different ways to do make splatter shields. So if you like this video, please like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already. And until next time, I'll see ya. I'm pretty messy. I get it around my face here. I just go back and clean it later. So if you're messy like me, it's okay. We all have our own process.